I'm using this comment to talk about why my grandfather left Hungary at the time that he did in November of 1956 after the revolution failed. And I'm wearing my feral sweatshirt, which you can find in the TikTok shop link right here, because it's a tool, because I'm in the Shadowlands, so bear with me. So these memories are straight from my grandfather's mouth. This is what he told me. During the revolution, there were rumors going around that all the high school kids and kids who had just graduated were getting letters that they had to go back to the school on such and such day and all that. And then whole classes full of kids disappeared. The rumors was that the Russians was taking these young men away to gulags or to join the army. Kids would leave home one day and then they just disappeared. And the kids who got these letters and went to the school were never heard from again. I knew it was true because I got a letter too. It says, go to the high school with the day and time. It was very vague, but it was implied that you should be there. And that was one of the reasons that we says, okay, it's time to get out of Dodge. I had the choice to go back to my school and being taken away and sent to Russia, or, you know, my father always says, young men go west. My friend who I worked with at the trade school got one too, and my brother and his friend, and we all decided, okay, we're gonna leave, or if we're gonna stay, they gonna us. So we left one day at 4 in the morning. We had to, not that we wanted to, but if we didn't, then our chances of surviving were not very good. Charles and myself told our parents and talked it over with them, and they says that they would us if we didn't. Everybody knew it was the best thing we could do. The only thing we could do. And we left with our parents' blessing. That was lucky. Even though we knew it was the Russians taking these boys away, the letter come from the high school. It had Hungarian stamps and all. Basically, it says, you were in the class of such and such year and we'd like you to come back for whatever reason. Before I got that letter, I'd already heard the rumors, so I definitely wasn't going to school for nothing. And it was a weird thing too, to be asked to go to school. I mean, there was a revolution going on. Things kind of quit. We had no school. People stopped working. Everybody stayed indoors. We thought this would be a war, but even with that, some kids went to the high school. Not 100% turnout, but those kids just disappeared. No one ever seen them. Just gone. We don't say it was the Russians, even now. It was the Hungarian government. But the Hungarian government was also full of Russians. It was a secret police, not soldiers out in the streets with weapons telling people where to go. The secret police rounded the kids from the high school up, and whoever they got were shipped to Russia, or probably Siberia. Coal mines or lead mines or salt mines. There were vast resources in Siberia, and labor camps was the easiest way for Russians. Here it is, 60 years later, and in that time, not one of those people I know who disappeared come back. So, what happened to them? I believe, and many people believe, they were taken to Russia. Through my research, I didn't find any reported evidence to support these letters, but there were people who said, I knew of someone who got it or I got it, but there wasn't any like factual, here is a letter, but from first person memoir type accounts, it was a thing that they did. And of course the Russians hid everything they did and they destroyed evidence of whatever they did. So yeah,